saw it moving in the refrigerator.
Here, Jason. Take some.
There is something alive in there.
They're good for us, Jason. They kill the bad things inside us.
Must be a side effect of eating too much dessert.
It's gonna kill you! It's gonna kill you all!
Wait. We are not alone.
Tonight, America is in grave danger.
So are you prepared to say on the air that you've actually seen people devoured by the stuff?
Oh, hell yes. And what's worse, I've seen what's left of them when the stuff gets through and comes back out.
Coming soon. For you, the stuff. From New World Pictures.
Greetings and great day. I am Rashia Lynn Harmon'El, the U.S. Consul of the Aboriginal Indigenous Tribal Courts. And today is the day preceding the Shabbat. The Shabbat will come in at sunset this evening. And I figured that since I had been having a conversation with several individuals who are prominent in their fields regarding the current state of affairs and these requirements for individuals to eat this stuff, I figured that I would just come on for a short time and just kind of address you and alert you or inform you regarding the conversations that are happening. As always, let us acknowledge the Elohim, because the Elohim is always listening, always seeing, always knowing. Hallelujah. So, with Yah inclining his ear to listen to what it is that I have to say right now, you can rest assured that I am not collaborating with anyone to manipulate, to brainwash you, to deceive you, to devour you in any way. No pun intended. And so, during a meeting that took place about a month and a half ago, not too long before the October 6th, 2021 incident wherein the city of Philadelphia and its corrupt officials in every capacity, which also includes the universities. Okay? They decided that they wanted to attack, once again, indigenous properties, and so they came after the home of what they thought was just the home of an indigenous elderly individual, and that elderly individual is my grandmother, May McLeod. May McLeod is 87 years old, and there was an attempt made on her life in 2014. There was an attempt made on my life in 2015. And then on October 6, 2021, the entire Philadelphia Sheriff's Department, the entire Philadelphia Police Department, these are all tactical departments that arrived to kill us. They arrived to massacre us. And so thereafter, opportunities presented itself for us as we begin to readjust ourselves into our new location, making certain that May McLeod, excuse me, that's my morning tea. I drink tea daily, on a daily basis, herbal tea. I have a mixture of teas depending upon what it is that my body is telling me that I need for the day, that I then prepare. In my, I guess, as a part of my life, I have, since the poisoning situation in 2015, I have become even more health conscious regarding protecting and preserving my temple. You see, if my temple was not in the healthy state that it was, then I probably would not be here at all. Okay, now getting back to the purpose of this video, because this is not necessarily one that is for lesson or to bring you along with me as I work in the office. There will be other videos wherein I will be sharing those aspects of the office with you. However, for this particular one, I wanted to draw your attention to the current state of affairs regarding the stuff that it is that is either being forced upon people or highly encouraged by individuals who have already eaten the stuff for you to also eat. And as an indigenous Aboriginal court that understands not only that it is these lands upon which our ancestors were, and that not all of us just happened to be brought here, but that the majority of us were already here, that in addition to that, prior to that, thousands of years ago, our indigenous family is the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov. Yes, Jacob. And so that makes us all the descendants in whatever aspects of the 12 tribes. Okay, now regardless of what people's theories are regarding like who is who, like who is from what tribe, etc., I don't get into all that, because if you go into Isaiah, our Elohim actually tells us that at this juncture, nobody truly knows who or what tribe they really are truly from. And so that's not for us to debate right now, because that would just be a waste of time. But the point is that we here at this particular tribal court, we know who we are, at least in terms of like bloodline. Okay? So with that being the case, when the colonial invaders arrived, the colonial invaders took it upon themselves to engage in biological warfare. They knew that people were here. It was not, oh, let's just go out and discover. Let's go find lands that no one has known about, no one has ever seen before. It was not that type of situation, regardless of what your education has taught you. Okay? What transpired was, in fact, that they intentionally knew that there were people here. Intentionally knew. You know how sometimes you can just kind of like happen to know something? They intentionally knew. Intentionally. So that's a combination of intent as well as knowledge. Now, for those of you who are astute in the law, you understand what intent means, and you understand what knowledge means, and you understand that they are not one and the same. Okay? So, together, they create a powerful force, the intent along with the knowledge. Now, with that intent and the knowledge, along with the assistance of those who you consider to be sitting in high places, right? There's no need for me to get into that in this video. There will be other videos wherein I will specifically delve into the who is the who and the what is the what. This video, however, is about the stuff. Now, throughout history, there have been numerous situations wherein the stuff, in whatever capacity, has been quite instrumental in eradicating our people. When the colonizers arrived here, they brought the stuff with them, and the stuff wiped out mass numbers of our indigenous ancestors. Mass numbers. Okay? Now, the question that I have always posed was, why did the stuff not wipe them out in mass numbers? Question mark. Why? Has this question ever been posed or addressed or answered? How is it that the stuff can actually eradicate one particular group of people, but not eradicate another particular group of people? This is my inquiry. No pun intended to the Inquisitioners who remain on this land and who remain in other parts of the world, determined to continue to feed those of us who are indigenous to the lands the stuff. The goal and the objective is to wipe us out. That was the goal and the objective from the beginning, and it continues to be the goal and the objective. And for those of us who are wise enough, healthy enough, determined enough to not eat the stuff, they have other plans to wipe us out and eradicate us. Period. So, if you do not know history, you are doomed to repeat it. To my fellow brothers and sisters, beware of the stuff. Beware of all of those who have eaten the stuff. I am Rashia Lynn Harmon'El, the JC, the Years Consul of the Aboriginal Tribal Court, Sui Yure Court. Thank you for watching, and do take care to not ingest the stuff. Thank you.